Are you prepared to survive a night when the temperature drops so low your breath freezes before it leaves your lips? The secret we forgot begins like this. Imagine the dead of winter. Snow piled high against the walls. Wind clawing at the house so hard it rattles the doors. Your heater is on full blast, yet you are still cold. Now imagine your ancestors centuries ago sleeping through nights far colder than this, without electricity, without insulation, without modern heating, and somehow resting warmer than you are right now. That sounds impossible, but it's true. For most of human history, people survived winters that would shut down entire modern cities. They didn't do it with technology. They did it with knowledge. Knowledge so simple and effective that we abandoned it without realizing what we were losing. Tonight on Warcraft Survival, we're uncovering the overnight warmth rule, a survival principle your grandparents never broke, and one that kept soldiers, settlers, and entire civilizations alive through the coldest nights imaginable. Before we dive in, take a moment to support the channel. If you value real history, forgotten survival knowledge, and practical lessons pulled straight from the past, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who loves documentaries, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Warcraft Survival so you don't miss what comes next. Now let's get straight into the knowledge. To understand how people survive brutal winters, we need to abandon the modern idea of heating space and return to the ancient idea of managing heat. Our ancestors didn't try to warm entire rooms. That would have been wasteful and impossible with limited fuel. Instead, they focused on warming the human body itself and protecting that warmth once it was created. This is the foundation of the overnight warmth rule. Heat is a resource. You don't spend it recklessly. You store it, trap it, and defend it. The first phase of this rule was always preparation. People knew you never entered bed cold. In early modern Europe and colonial America, families used copper or brass warming pans filled with embers taken from the hearth. These were slid between the sheets to preheat the bedding itself, turning the bed into a reservoir of stored warmth. When fire was risky, hot sand or heated stones replaced embers. Soapstone in particular was prized because of its density and ability to radiate heat for hours. Wrapped in cloth and placed at the foot of the bed, it functioned exactly like a modern heat pack, except it could last most of the night. The goal was simple. When the body touched the bed, heat loss stopped immediately instead of beginning. Once warmth was created, it had to be trapped. This is where textiles became survival technology. Wool was not just a comfort material, it was life-saving equipment. Wool fibers trap air, manage moisture, and even release small amounts of heat when absorbing humidity from the body. This is why soldiers, shepherds, and frontier families trusted wool in conditions where cotton or linen could be deadly. Wet cotton collapses and pulls heat away from the skin. Wool continues insulating even when damp. Bedding, night garments, and mattress coverings made from wool created a stable microclimate around the sleeper that, honestly, modern synthetic materials often fail to maintain. The third layer of the overnight warmth rule was architectural, and it's, well, one of the most misunderstood elements of historical sleeping spaces. Canopy beds were not luxury items. They were thermal shelters. Heavy curtains turned the bed into a room within a room, blocking drafts and trapping body heat in a small enclosed volume. In castles, cabins, and colonial homes, where walls leaked air and ceilings were high, this single design feature could mean the difference between survival and hypothermia. The warmth produced by the body was recycled instead of disappearing into the darkness above. This principle wasn't limited to Europe or America. Across the world, cultures independently discovered the same truth. In Korea, stone floors were heated by smoke channels running beneath them, storing heat all day and releasing it slowly at night. In Japan, families gathered around a kotatsu, a low table with a heat source beneath heavy blankets, warming people instead of rooms. In Central Asia, the corsi served the same purpose. Different cultures, different tools, same rule. Heat the human, not the space. Modern science now confirms what these people knew through experience. Deep sleep requires a cool room and, a warm body. Overheated air disrupts sleep, while a stable personal microclimate supports it. The most effective sleep environment is created by layered insulation, breathable materials, and localized heat. Exactly what our ancestors engineered without ever naming it. The tragedy is not that we lack technology today. It's that we, forgot how to use heat intelligently. We burn fuel to heat empty space while neglecting the small zone where comfort and survival actually matter. The overnight warmth rule reminds us that resilience comes from precision, not excess. As history enthusiasts and survival-minded thinkers, this knowledge matters. It connects us directly to the people who endured winters, wars, and scarcity using nothing but observation and ingenuity. The past is not primitive. It is refined by necessity. If you found this guide valuable, make sure to subscribe to Warcraft Survival, share this video with fellow history lovers, and leave a comment about which ancestral survival method surprised you the most. The past isn't just something we study, it's something we can still learn from. Stay updated for more videos every week.